Now consider these expressions. Like a lion in the room must have left. Would you say they are phrases or they are clauses? Well, by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to determine whether they are phrases or clauses, because in this class, I'm going to teach you 4 basic differences between a phrase and a clause. 4 differences between a phrase and a clause. So let's get started. But before we start, hit that subscribe button now so you can have access to my next lesson. Are you ready? Let's begin. Difference number 1. A phrase is a group of words that act together like a part of speech. So every phrase acts like a part of speech. A noun phrase acts like a noun. A verb phrase acts like a verb. An adjective phrase acts like an adjective. An adverb phrase acts like an adverb. We have a phrase that acts like a conjunction, and so on and so forth. We have 8 parts of speech. So each phrase acts like any of these parts of speech. But a clause cannot do that. A clause, we have only 3 clauses can act like a part of speech. An adjectival clause that acts like an adjective, a noun clause that acts like a noun, and an adverbial clause that acts like an adverb. Apart from these 3, no other clause can act like a part of speech. Each phrase acts like a part of speech, but a clause cannot act like a part of speech. Difference number 2. A phrase cannot have a subject and a verb combined. It can have a subject without a verb. If it has a verb, no subject. So it cannot have a subject and a verb combined. But a clause has a subject and a verb combined. Every clause, whether it is a main clause or a dependent clause, it must have a subject and a verb combined. Difference number 3. A phrase cannot have a complete thought. It cannot express a complete thought. But a clause can express a complete thought. An independent clause expresses a complete thought. That is a main clause, because it is a simple sentence. A phrase cannot stand alone. That is difference number 4. A phrase cannot stand alone. But a clause can stand alone. That is, a main clause can stand alone. So these are the 4 basic differences between a phrase and a clause. Let's take them again. Difference number 1. A phrase acts like a part of speech, but a clause cannot act like a part of speech. Difference number 2. A phrase cannot have a subject and a verb combined, but a clause can have a subject and a verb combined. Difference number 3. A phrase cannot express a complete thought, but a clause can express a complete thought. Difference number 4. A phrase cannot stand alone, but a clause can stand alone. That is, a main clause can stand alone because it is a simple sentence, like I said. Now let us go back to the examples that I started with. In the room. So, will you now say that it is a phrase or a clause? In the room. Does it have a subject? In the room. Room. Yes, that is a subject. But does it have a verb? No. So, since it does not have a verb, but it has a subject, what would you say? It is a phrase because it does not have a subject and a verb combined. Look at the second example that I started with. Like a lion. Like a lion. Does it have a subject? Lion. Yes. But does it have a verb? No. No verb. So it doesn't have a subject and a verb combined. So what do you say? Is it still a clause? No, it's not a clause. It is a phrase. But we said that a phrase can act like a part of speech. So when you say in the room, what part of speech is that? That is an adverb. It is acting as an adverb. like a lion. What part of speech is that? An adverb. Okay, let's look at the third example. Must have left. Is that a phrase or a clause? Must is a verb. Have is a verb. Left is a verb. So you have a verb cluster there. So would you say it is a phrase or a clause? It is a phrase because it has a verb but no subject. So like we said, a phrase cannot have a subject and a verb combined. It can have either a subject or a verb. In this case, it has only a verb, only verbs. So what kind of phrase is that? Verb phrase, a group of words acting as a single verb. Now look at this. As if he was a lion. Is that a phrase or a clause? As if he was a lion. First, consider whether it has a subject and a verb combined. As if he was a lion. He, that is a subject. Was, that is a verb. So is it a phrase or a clause? It is a clause because it has a subject and a verb combined. Okay? But can it stand alone? Does it express a complete thought? No, because it is a dependent clause. We will look into differences between a dependent clause and an independent clause in our next video. But look at this again. He ate like a lion. Is it a phrase or a clause? He ate like a lion. Okay. First, let's find out. Does he have a subject? Yes. He. That is a subject. How about verb? Ate. Yes, that is a verb. So it has a subject and a verb combined. So is it a phrase or a clause? It is a clause. What kind of clause is that? Does it make sense on its own? Does it stand alone? Can it stand alone? Yes. He ate like a lion can stand alone. So it is an independent clause. So for you to have more understanding of dependent and independent clause, in our next video, I shall look into, or we shall look into, the differences between an independent clause and a dependent clause. But before then, you must know that whether it is an independent clause or a dependent clause, they have subject and verb combined. It is only a phrase that cannot have a subject and a verb combined. Thank you for joining this class. See you in my next class.